Hi, and welcome to the Kidney Foundation's Plugged In show. Today we're at Choices Food Market in North Vancouver to meet Dave Savage from Daiya Foods, a plant-based Canadian food company founded in 2008 right here in Vancouver, British Columbia. And in honor of National Indigenous Peoples Day on June 21st, living kidney donor and member of the Squamish Nation, Adrienne Charlie, shares her incredibly inspiring story about her journey to be a living donor to her daughter, Alissa. And if walking 100K for a great cause is on your bucket list, then stay with us to hear from participants who have done just that and are lacing up their shoes to do it again this September at the 10th anniversary of the Kidney March. It's all coming up next, right here on Plugged In.
Today we are talking about dietary considerations for people living with kidney disease. Diet and nutrition are such an important part of living well, and this is especially true for people with kidney disease. There is not one eating plan that is right for every kidney patient. What you can or cannot eat may change over time, depending on how much kidney function and other factors. People with kidney disease may need to control the amount of protein or sodium, potassium, phosphorus, and calcium in their diet. If your kidney disease gets worse, you may need to limit other nutrients as well. Dietitians or healthcare providers often work with kidney patients to help design diets customized to the individual. We're going to be joined by Daiya Foods to talk about their products and the options they have for people who have dietary restrictions, including those people with kidney disease. So if you're ready, let's get going. I am so pleased to be here today with Dave Savage, who looks after medical advocacy at Daiya Foods. So welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for this chance.
Well, listen, I've heard so much about Daiya Foods and that they're a leader in the plant-based food industry. But I'm really curious to hear a little bit more about all the wonderful things that Daiya Foods does. And maybe you could start by telling us a little bit about who Daiya Foods is as a company.
Well, Daiya was founded in 2008. We have two amazing co-founders, Greg Blake and Andre Crocher. Again, we are a Vancouver-based company. The company started really as an alternative to dairy products. We wanted to find a great way to have a product that melt and stretch and had that delicious taste of a dairy product with no dairy.
So Dave, when we talk about Daiya Foods, and I know there's a wide range of products, and when we use the term plant-based, what exactly do we mean by that, and what types of products would people see as part of Daiya?
Yeah, well, Daiya definitely has a wide range of products. In the last couple of years, we've really expanded our line. When I first started, we had two products. We had shreds and we had blocks. And now we have a wide range of products. We have yogurts, we have pizzas, we have ice cream bars. We have a number of really delicious products for every day part. So when you're looking at a plant-based product, you're looking at something that has no animal products, no seafood, no meat. So it's purely plant-based.
And would it be fair to say that there's an increasing trend in people consuming plant-based products?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think we've noticed in the last 5 to 6 years, definitely a big uptake in the interest in the consumption of plant-based foods. And people are really curious as to what is a plant-based diet and is it good for me?
And so you just said we're seeing an increased trend. And why do you think that is?
That's great. There's so many different reasons people come to plant-based foods. Some is a purely environmental reason, some it's animal welfare, and for many it's really just a fit for a new diet for them. They want to explore different things, and primarily for a diet that's really a good fit for them. But it has to be a product that tastes good. If it's going to be part of your diet, it has to taste good and it has to be convenient.
I think that's really important. And so, I mean, obviously, you said it's for people that maybe want to adopt a healthier lifestyle or animal welfare. But there's also, I guess, a piece, and we were talking earlier about people who may have some dietary restrictions or food allergies. And so Daiya could be a good option for these people.
Definitely. We were really thrilled that Daiya is a fit for a number of different diets because our products are dairy-free, soy-free, and gluten-free. And also just they happen to be very low in potassium and very low in phosphorus. So it's a great fit for a number of different diets. So it really does provide a solution for those who have a new diet they have to adapt to.
You know, I find it interesting, and I know later in the show we're going to sample some of the products, and particularly when you talk about dairy and cheese-based products. Well, maybe I should say cheese-based products, but there's no dairy in them. And I think, it's interesting to kind of wrap your head around how could that be,
Yeah, and I think, that really is just the evolution of food. With so much technology now available, we're seeing a wide range of products that weren't even possible 5 years ago.
And I know, you and I have had many a conversation about, for people who do have pretty serious restrictions in their diets, and they've been really limited in what they've been able to eat, having these kind of options now, to have an option to maybe have, dare I say, a slice of cheesecake or some macaroni and cheese, that can really change somebody's life.
I think it's very difficult when people are navigating a new diet, especially when you're newly diagnosed. Navigating that new diet can often be very complicated, maybe a bit frustrating, and difficult to eliminate. So when they discover Daiya products, there's a wide range. So they can have a bit of yogurt, a little bit of block, a nice slice of cheese. It really opens up a lot of different avenues for them, and primarily, it really is the joy of comfort food. And that's one thing we're really, really, really pleased with.
The joy of comfort food.
The joy of comfort food.
So I know later on in the show we're going to do a walk around and we're going to find out where some of these great Daiya products can be found. But for our viewers at home too, if they want to learn more, where can they go?
So you can definitely visit our website, www.daiyafoods.com. We have an amazing amount of recipes. There's also, you can get in stores and also in restaurants. And it's really, there's a wealth of information on the website.
Perfect. And stay tuned, because coming up next, we're actually going to speak with a registered dietitian, and we're going to hear more about some kidney-friendly foods right here at Choices Market. So don't go anywhere.
Carol, you're one of 255 kidney marchers that walked 100K in 3 days in September. Was it your first time doing that?
No, this is my 4th year of the Kidney March.
What do you enjoy the most?
Actually, the different people that are out walking and for their different causes. It's truly an amazing event, and all of the different stories that you hear along the way.
So would you recommend this to everybody out there to participate in the Kidney March?
Absolutely, and actually I'd like to throw out some challenges to both medical professionals and to my colleagues from BC for CanSolve. I've developed a team, my husband and I are on a team for CanSolve this year, and I'm captaining it, and I need more people on our team. So CanSolve, come on out there, and then dialysis nurses, cardiac nurses, I'd love to walk arm in arm with you in this year's march.
Hi, I'm Barb for Did You Know? Did you know that Canada's National Indigenous Peoples Day is annually held on June 21st? And it's a celebration for the unique heritage, diverse cultures, and the outstanding achievements of the nation's Indigenous peoples. And there are 3 Indigenous groups in Canada: the First Nations, the Inuit, and the Métis people. And did you know you're at higher risk of kidney disease if you have an ethnic background, such as Indigenous, Asian, South Asian, or African? You're also at risk if you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or a family history of kidney disease. In fact, diabetes is the leading cause of kidney disease, so it's really important to manage your blood sugar. In fact, you can lose up to 80% of your kidney function before you notice any symptoms. So early diagnosis is critical. Your health, in fact, depends upon it. If kidney disease is diagnosed early in its progression, it can be slowed down and sometimes even stopped through medication and changes to lifestyle. So please talk to your family doctor about assessing your kidney health with a simple EGFR blood test. And now you know.
For me, it was really tough because I lost my best friend to kidney failure 2 years prior to that. For me, this is where it gets really touchy because I saw her, and I couldn't lose anybody else. Growing that close bond with her, even though it was a short amount of time, I couldn't see her going through that. I met Alissa 7 years ago, and I was working in childcare and decided to go back to school. When I went back to school, I signed up for 2 courses, and we had a new Aboriginal space built in the Student Union building. Felt like it was the only 2 people that were using the room was Alissa and I, and that is how we met. Alissa was young, and she was 17, fresh out of high school. She was a badminton player, and she had told me that she had been in foster care. And, you know, a lot of Aboriginal people don't make it after they come out of foster care. And her being on her own at the age of 17, continuing to push herself in her sports was what was truly amazing. I always talked about my children with her, and, you know, she was just like, I really, really, you know, wish I had that mother figure. And, you know, if I did, I wish it was like you. And that, at that point, you know, I knew that there was more to our relationship. You know, my kids called her sister already. And even though, you know, my son, he was only 14 years old, and my daughter was 1, you know, they really enjoyed spending time with her as if she was their sister. I told Alissa, I was like, you know what, we need to make this just, you know, a little bit more, and through a traditional adoption. And, you know, I let her know that we could definitely, she could be just one of my children. When I had told Alissa that I would be adopting her, she was so excited. And, you know, she never really had that figure in her life, and I was there to help and support her in that way. Throughout the whole semester, you know, there was times where she was tired, but, you know, she never ever gave up. And, you know, we never really understood, you know, why she was getting really tired. She trained really, really hard for badminton. You know, she was getting ready to go for nationals, and, you know, with nationals, you have to go for a physical. They gave her the go-ahead to continue on to, you know, to travel for nationals. And it wasn't until she returned when we had realized the reason for her being so tired throughout the semester. They had given her a phone call to let her know that her kidneys were failing. You know, I told her, I was like, well, what can I do? You know, is there a way that we, you know, we can figure out if I can be your donor, and I would be a live donor for you. I had been waiting for quite some time. You know, our semester had ended, and the phone call came in, and it was St. Paul's Hospital. And she had, on the phone, let me know that our tissue typing, that we were a match. And it was in my hands at that point where she had asked me a few times, are you sure that you would like to, you know, go on? She has pushed herself from a point of having nobody care for her, and, you know, for her to come into my life, that she deserves a second chance. You know, I didn't even wait, you know, 10 seconds after I got off the phone with the hospital to call her. And I got on the phone and we cried, and I said, you know, I have some news, and we're a match. I don't think that I could be whole if I didn't allow this to happen. After I woke up from surgery, the first thing I said, well, is it working? And, you know, I was so excited because they said she peed. And they're like, your kidney is working. And, you know, it worked. She moved on to SFU after, and she just graduated last summer. She graduated with honors. Just recently in October, she married our best friend's brother. And, you know, Cody has become a part of our family, just as she has. And, you know, that was a very exciting moment to see her, you know, come from a young girl at the age of 17 to finish school, to continue on, as I knew she deserved that second chance. And to come to a point in her life where she can find love. Alissa is my inspiration.
Hey, honey, I lost the list for Jason's birthday thing. Obviously, hamburger, cakes. No, not hamburger cakes. Hamburgers and cake. And buns, sausage.
Okay. Ooh, eye candy.
Is it a full moon tonight? People are being weird. And don't forget to make the Facebook event private this time. Okay, bye.
Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it? Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.
So we're back. I've got Jess Pernack, registered dietitian. I've got Dave Savage with me, medical advocacy with Daiya Foods, and we are going to talk about some Daiya products that are both low in potassium and low in phosphorus. So Dave, what have we got here?
Well, we have three of my favorite products. We have our Daiya blocks,
Yep.
which make a really, really nice snack. We have our shreds, which are great in a lot of different recipes.
Honestly, tacos, just throw it on top and it just melts. It's
Melt,
beautiful.
yeah, melt, stretch, and great taste.
And look
then-
like perfect for pizza too.
Oh, great
Yeah,
for pizza.
great for pizza. Yep.
And this is really a very versatile product. There are slices. They are very easy to use. They're convenient. You can have them on grilled cheese sandwiches. You can have them cold.
Yeah, these look amazing. Why don't we just take a little look here, and I'm pulling out a cheese slice, and I gotta tell you, it feels like any cheese slice that I would use in my grilled cheese sandwiches.
And this has really a great flavor to it and a really beautiful melt and stretch. And there's no compromise. You still get a great taste, great
Yeah.
flavor
Yeah.
without.
Without the phosphorus.
Yeah. It's all part of a good gooey grilled cheese.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go home tonight and I'm taking this with me and I'm gonna cook myself some wonderful grilled cheese sandwiches. Coming up next, we're gonna take you on a little bit of a tour of Choices Markets, because I know what you're wondering now is, where do we find all of these products? So don't go anywhere. We're gonna be right back and giving you all that information.
Ken, we just met your better half, Carol.
Yes.
And she said that you were her inspiration for doing the Kidney March. Tell us a little bit about what motivates the two of you to be out there, your story.
Well, the very first day I started dialysis at the Foothills Hospital. I walked into the dialysis center and my wife Carol saw a poster for Kidney March up on the wall. And she said, we need to do this September. And I said, let's make it a challenge and see who else we can get out from our family.
And that was 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago. This last year was or this year actually was our fourth Kidney March together. And I walk for those who can't. I have a number of tremendous kidney friends who don't have the ability to walk. And I've been fortunate enough where I've been able to participate over the last 4 years, 3 years as a dialysis patient, and was blessed February 28th of this year with a living donor transplant. So I've been able to do it now as a transplanted Canadian.
You know, that's quite the story. So really, you have done it as a patient on dialysis and post-transplant recipient.
Yes, I have, and I've been a very active person in dialysis, hemodialysis. I've done home hemo and in-center. I've been fortunate enough to dialyze all across British Columbia as well. So I certainly would love to see some of my dialysis nurses from Terrace and Kamloops and Kelowna. I'd love to see those folks come out for Kidney March, the 10th anniversary.
And we were talking earlier, you were saying you're a hockey fan. So you got a challenge out there to British Columbians?
Yeah, I'm a huge hockey fan. That's why I follow the Calgary Flames. And I challenge every single Vancouver Canucks fan. I'd love to see as many British Columbians come out to Calgary, spend a beautiful weekend in the Rockies, and most importantly, help us raise funds for the 10th anniversary of Kidney March.
Great. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you very much, Barb.
So we're back, and we're going to talk about where you can find some of the Daiya Food products. What you might not know is that Daiya Food products are available in grocery stores across North America. We're here in Choices today, and Dave's going to take us on a bit of a tour and show us where you can find a number of his favorite options. So Dave, where are we now?
We are going to start right here in the yogurt section. This is a personal favorite product of mine. It is our yogurt. This is the personal favorite. It's a black cherry. This is great for breakfast, but what other suggestions would you have?
Yeah, just grab that, throw some berries in there with granola, and you're set to go.
That sounds good.
They actually have Greek as well as regular yogurts. So the benefit of Greek yogurt is that there's tons more protein, which is really makes it another whole, complete breakfast.
That's fabulous. Well, lots of great options here. So where are we going now?
We are going to explore the cheese section.
Back to cheese.
Back to cheese.
Back to cheese.
It's all about
Okay.
cheese.
It's all about cheese today. So I'm looking at cheeses.
And this is a great display. We've got really a great selection of our products. We have our shreds, we have the slices, the blocks, and the Daiya cream cheese. The cream cheese is great on its own, on a bagel, and it can also be used in recipes.
What's nice about the sliced cheese is you can just throw that on some sprouted bread, and you have a really easy lunch.
Oh, that sounds really yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. So where are you taking us next, Dave?
But just to tell you what you're saying with convenience, sometimes you just need a quick, easy meal in the freezer. Right here is our Daiya pizzas.
Okay, now you're talking.
Exactly, I thought so.
Oh, and look at the selection. Oh my goodness, something for everyone.
So it's a great selection. It's convenient, it's delicious.
Don't forget, pizza is obviously super easy, super healthy, but you just want to make sure you have some veggies with that in the salad or some raw veggies.
Thank you, Jess. That's a very good reminder. I guess just the one that shows all the veggies on it, you got to still add a few in,
Just
right?
a little bit more,
Okay.
yeah.
Sort of build it into a bigger meal. But you know what? For me, no meal's complete without a little bit of dessert, too.
Okay, dessert.
My personal favorite area is the Daiya cheesecakes.
So Dave, let me ask you, when you tell people that Daiya Products has a dessert line, are they surprised?
Very surprised.
Right.
I think really the Daiya cheesecakes are a game changer. They're rich, they're delicious, they're very smooth in texture, and really they're really satisfying.
Okay, so we are rounding the dessert aisle. What are you going to show us, Dave?
Well, my personal favorite is always the Daiya key lime cheesecake. I think that is something we share in common.
Definitely my favorite
We do.
too.
So it comes ready to enjoy, so very convenient. Comes in this size, and you can add a couple of berries with this, or
But it's dessert, right?
Yeah.
You want to
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sounds fabulous. Wow. And you've got two others in there. I see you've got a New York and a chocolate for all you chocolate lovers
And
out there.
we have a strawberry hiding in the corner. So we have our strawberry, we have key lime, chocolate, and a delicious New York. We have truly an amazing R&D team. They're always innovating, always creating new products. We have our new ice cream bars coming out this year and a ton more in the works. So stay tuned. Lots of delicious food coming up shortly.
Well, this has been fabulous. Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you so much, Dave.
pleasure.
What a great time we've had tonight, and I have learned so much about Daiya and of course learning about things kidney patients should and should not eat. So thank you, and I think, you know what, I just might have to take that, and I think it'll go perfectly with my grilled cheese sandwich. What do you guys think?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Until next time, thanks guys. That's a wrap for today.
Hi, I'm Barb for Community Calendar. Save the date, Friday, June 21st, because that's the date of Cornerstone's golf tournament taking place at the Ardmore Golf Course in North Saanich. And proceeds are going to the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC, and Yukon branch. So join us for a great day of golf and to support a great cause. So to sign up for this tournament or just to find out more information, contact Mary Jo. The Junhua Chinese Opera Society is once again holding its 7th annual fundraising event for the BC and Yukon branch of the Kidney Foundation. The fundraiser will feature traditional Chinese operatic performance featuring beautiful classical music, captivating, colorful costumes. This year's incredible performance will take place on July 20th at the Chinese Cultural Center in Vancouver from 12:30 to 5. For more information or to purchase your tickets for this spectacular event, please contact Lisa or Patricia at the information on your screen. The Pat Doherty Memorial Golf Tournament is taking place at the Fairwinds Golf Club in Nanaimo on August 24th, and golfers are teeing up at 1 p.m. with proceeds going to the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC Yukon branch. This popular memorial tournament is accepting sponsorships for each of the holes. So any company or business that might be interested in sponsoring a hole, make sure to get your sponsorship request in early, because on July 1st, they're going to be pulling a draw for 2 tickets to the Paul McCartney concert taking place in Vancouver, and including a one-night stay at the River Rock Casino as well. So for more information on this exciting sponsorship opportunity, connect with Ed Neves at 250-618-2960. That's it for Community Calendar. Join me next time on Plugged In.
Are you fearless? Prove it. Join the 2019 Kidney March.
I put the challenge out there to anybody, CFL fans, Rider fans, Stamps fans. Come on out.
I'm going to challenge every living donor, everyone who's even thought of being a living donor, to join me. Walk this 100K. It will change your life, I promise.
Just come out, come and see beautiful Alberta, be a part of this wonderful family that is the Kidney March family.
Time to sign up, BC. We need more people. Let's go.
Come on, Canada. Join the 2019 Kidney March.
See you next September for our 10th anniversary.
Thanks to all the car donations made to the Kidney Car program, the Kidney Foundation of Canada can help all these people with kidney disease. Those donations are instrumental in providing them with care and invaluable support. When you give your car to the Kidney Car program, it will be towed for free and recycled or resold. You'll also receive a tax receipt of at least $300. To continue to improve the quality of life of thousands of patients, we need your car today. And thank you for watching this. Why can't I not get this?
But don't slap me. I'm sure you'll lose hands.
I talk with my hands, right? So it's a very easy. Yeah.
Full part of a good gooey grilled cheese.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go home tonight and I'm taking this with me and I'm going to cook myself some wonderful grilled cheese sandwiches.
That sounds good.
That sounds really
great.
good.
So we say cheese, everybody.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay, so we are rounding the dessert aisle.
Slow and smooth, rich and creamy, just like Daiya products.